In life, we often admire the strong, the fast, and the bold. But sometimes, true courage comes from the smallest and most unexpected places. This is the story of a tiny sparrow, seemingly weak, yet filled with a heart brave enough to face the fiercest storm. A story that reminds us, no matter how small we feel, our determination can overcome the greatest challenges. On the edge of a quiet village, there once lived a little sparrow. She was small and plain, with soft brown feathers. Unlike the proud eagle or the colorful peacock, she looked ordinary, fragile, even. But inside her tiny chest beat a heart full of courage. One hot afternoon, the sky suddenly turned dark. Heavy clouds gathered, and the wind began to roar through the forest. Before long, a violent storm swept across the trees. Branches snapped, nests tumbled, and the air was filled with chaos. The sparrow's nest, built with such care and love, was torn apart. Her 3 eggs rolled into the muddy ground below. Frantic, she fluttered down through the storm. 2 of the eggs were cracked, but 1 remained whole. She looked at it with trembling wings and whispered, "I will protect you." But the storm grew worse. Rain poured harder. The ground turned to flood, and water began to rise around the egg. Other birds flew to safety, leaving their homes behind. But the little sparrow stayed. She tried to lift the egg with her tiny beak, but it was too heavy. Again and again, she tried, her feathers soaked, her body cold and weak. Still, she refused to give up. A crow sitting on a nearby branch laughed loudly. "Poor sparrow," he shouted. "You're wasting your time. That egg is too heavy for you. Save yourself." But the sparrow ignored him. Instead, she began digging into the muddy ground, making a small hole to keep the egg safe from the rushing water. Then, bit by bit, she carried dry grass and leaves, covering it carefully. All through the night she worked, tired, shivering, and hungry, but with a heart that refused to surrender. When morning came, the storm had passed. The forest was silent, and broken nests lay everywhere. Many birds cried, mourning their lost eggs. But the little sparrow's egg lay safe, warm beneath the blanket of grass she had built. Exhausted, but smiling, she sat beside it, guarding it with all her love. Days later, the egg cracked open. Out came a tiny baby sparrow, weak but alive. The same crow who had mocked her before now watched in silence, ashamed. Other birds gathered around, amazed that the smallest among them had succeeded where many strong ones had failed. Then an old wise owl spoke from his perch above. "Strength does not come from size or power. It comes from the heart that never gives up." From that day, the little sparrow became a symbol of courage, a reminder that true strength lies not in our wings, but in our will to keep trying, no matter how hard the storm. Our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. No matter how small or weak you feel, remember, courage and perseverance can protect your dreams and lead you to victory.